Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, shalom and good day. You are listening to Awaz Community Radio. And why the Match of the Day theme? It's because we're talking about the Euros 2016. Now, before I introduce our guest hosts, get in touch with us. Our number is 0161 839 9817. We're on Facebook, just type in Awaz Community Radio or tweet us at Awaz Radio 122. Our email address is awazcommunityradio@gmail.com. Our website www.awazcommunityradio.com. Thank you so much for listening to Awaz Community Radio with your host Saira, and my guest hosts today are Corey and Tom. Hi guys.
Hello, you alright?
Oh, Saira, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's nice to come in and talk about the Euros.
And I thought I should get the experts in. I don't want to relive with the listeners my memories of when I was a kid watching football. Not that I don't keep in touch with football. It's just I think you guys are in a lot better position being younger and more into it than I am. So, and also I'm just holding a slight little grudge about the fact that Scotland aren't through. But, that may come up in the show.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Even Northern Ireland got through. Well done, guys, by the way. Northern Irish, well done. But yes, so we have 3 home countries through. Fantastic. We have England, Wales and Northern Ireland. Right, so guys, take it away from here.
Okay, so we're going to go through the groups, starting off with Group A. Currently first in the group is the home nation, France. What are you thinking about this group, Thomas?
Well, it's a tough group with Romania being the underdogs, nearly beat France, and also Switzerland building up on the ranks as well now. So I reckon it's going to be a tough group, Corey.
I feel like France are going to come first with Switzerland second, but it's going to be a tough battle between Romania and Switzerland.
Yeah, it certainly is. I reckon France have got it all day long. Switzerland, Romania, they're going to have to jostle to get this one right.
They've both got good players, but I think Switzerland just outdo them on that front. Any hope for Albania in this group?
To be honest with you, Corey, I don't think Albania have got a chance in this group. I don't think they've got an absolute chance.
Nice to be invited, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. They've got a couple of players, but I could see them maybe getting a draw, but other than that, I can't really see them doing much. But you never know with Leicester winning the league this season, anything can happen.
It's underdogs all the time, innit? Leicester with Vardy, Mahrez and stuff like that. Showed you anyone can do it.
Okay, do you have anything else to say about the group? Or?
No, that's it.
Right, my final thoughts on the group is I think France are going to top the group, and I think Switzerland are going to be a close second, with Romania in third.
I agree, Corey, 100%. Right, we're going to move to Group B now, where Wales top the group. I mean, it was a tough game against Slovakia, but Wales pulled it off with a Bale free kick. What do you think of that, Corey?
It was a nice free kick. I think the keeper should have probably saved it, but I'm not too sure about Wales, if I'm honest. They've got a couple of decent players, but
yeah, it's just one of them, innit? It's like Romania, Albania. They've got 1 or 2 key players, but I reckon I'll come second in the group, to be honest with you.
I'm not too sure. I'd say Russia's the toughest opposition for England, and we just got a draw against them. As for Slovakia, I think they've got a few good players. They're also pretty tough opposition, so I'd say England's got quite a difficult group. Still think we'll qualify, but I think it'll be a tough fight between England, Wales, Russia and Slovakia. I think we're all up for qualifying.
Yeah, I agree as well. But England, our home nation, we need it. We need to win.
I feel like with England, if we play, I think Dele Alli's the catalyst. I think we need more of that finesse that he has, and I feel like he can really drag the team forward. You see, even though he's so young, same with Eric Dyer, seems like a leader.
How about Rooney's form? I mean, do you think he's doing well at the moment?
Well, it's one of them with Rooney. Since he's been not scoring goals up front, he's dropped back into the deeper role, and he's been feeding the balls to the young players to score, which is good. 'Cause he's giving the young players an opportunity to express himself in the league. What do you think, Corey?
I think in the Russia game actually, he was one of the best players on the pitch. It's hard. It's a hard one because we have people who are actually out and out midfielders, whereas Rooney's typically a number 9. So it is a tough one whether you play him or not. But Roy seems to be sticking with him. He is the captain, so let's see how it goes, I guess.
Shall we also touch on the unfortunate problems that happened on the weekend between English fans and Russian fans? I mean, what's going on there? It's really strange seeing this happen in a European country, in France, you know? Who do you think is to blame? I mean, I know we might be slightly biased being English.
Yeah. Every newspaper outlet's reporting a different story out the I think you had it was the MEN or something was reporting that the Russian ultras was wearing England shirts to blend in before they actually started the attacks. Then you've got Sky News sounded like they would say blaming it on the England fans, and apparently if it carries on then could both get eliminated from the tournament, so it's not looking good.
What do you think are the solutions? Do you think the police are is it the police to blame, the French police, or is it the fans themselves? I mean, there's also talk about how they start drinking at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Is alcohol playing a role here?
Well, there's talk of an alcohol ban near the stadiums and stuff outside where games are going to be, so I think that might be a little bit of solution, but if they're ultras then they're going there to fight, so nothing's going to stop them really, so I guess
really need to target them and ban them, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's what they need to do. Just the police need to crack down on it a little bit more.
I just think it's out of order. It's just diabolical. It's like they shouldn't be able to fight. They should be able to support the team. It's their own nation. They want them to win the Euros. Shouldn't have to after the game go over and just fight.
It's making both of the countries and football look bad. I feel like something needs to be done quickly before it tarnishes the reputation a little bit more.
I think it runs a risk of making it even less family friendly. We've had hooliganism in the past in football. It's tried very hard to shake off that image, and
it's very true. After the England game, apparently all the ultras that was there for Russia was raided the England side, and a few of the women and kids got hurt. So it's one of them. You wouldn't want to run the risk, would you?
It's just spoiling football for young'uns. Like these young kids, what have aspired to be footballers when they're older, we don't want to be seeing this. It's just terrible.
We're going to do Group C now. We're going to start off with Germany, but in my opinion, this is arguably one of the hardest groups of the lot.
Yeah, I totally agree with Poland being as good as they are as well, with Lewandowski, one of the best strikers in the world, in my opinion anyway. What about you, Corey?
I feel like Ukraine have a couple of players in Yarmolenko and Konoplyanka. Germany have world-class talent in every single position and on the bench. Northern Ireland got a lot of spirit, so guess
I like
that could
that.
pull it through.
Normally it's us Scots that get told, hey, the Scots are in the tournament. They've got a lot of spirit.
Yeah. They've got a lot of spirit, so I guess that can maybe help pull them through. It's Germany top in the group, in my opinion, in this one, with Poland, Northern Ireland and Ukraine.
I just think it'll stay as it is, really. But unless Northern Ireland, have the spirit to go through and get 3 points in the next game, which would be great.
I think for Northern Ireland, it's like even the key men like Kyle Lafferty and etc. Johnny Evans, they're not really up to scratch with the likes of your German players and even some of the Polish and Ukraine players. So I think they'll finish bottom. I think Poland and Ukraine will be having a tough fight to get that second spot.
I don't know. Northern Ireland play Ukraine next, I reckon that should be an easy 3 points for Northern Ireland. But we'll see where it goes. Right, so we move on to Group D with Croatia topping the group after a great result yesterday against Turkey. Yeah, but it was a tough game. Croatia was piling on the pressure, just piling it on. I mean, Turkey are not an easy side to go against, but with Modric scoring a cracker, secured him with 3 points.
Do you know what? Looking at this group, this is another really tough group. Turkey's got some fantastic young talent. Croatia got quality in various areas of the pitch with obviously Perisic, Modric, Mandzukic, even Charluka at the back's a decent player. Czech Republic got a good goalkeeper, and obviously we all know about Spain.
Yeah,
won the previous one, didn't
Spain are just world class out there. With likes of Iniesta, Morata, top players. But you never know. The underdogs might do it. Czech Republic, Croatia.
That would be a huge upset, wouldn't it, if Spain went out in the first group?
Same with the Copa America. Brazil went out, didn't they, last night? So it's an upset for Brazil, which is.
And that's the question: can Spain retain their title? And are they still on peak form? Do you think, or potentially going past it?
I don't know. It's one of them with Spain. We've got a great team, so I don't know if it's don't matter about hitting form or anything like that. It's just if they work as good as a team. What do you think about that, Cora?
I think they've definitely got the talent there, but there is an argument that they've gone past it. Previous performances in qualifying, etc., could maybe say so. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I don't think they can win it. I think they'll definitely reach the semis or maybe final. With I've got Spain top in this group with Turkey and Croatia battling it out for.
Well, I've got a second opinion on that, to be honest with you, Cora. I think Croatia are going to top the group. With the win yesterday against Turkey, they was looking fine, they was looking strong, they was looking on top. I reckon he's going to be the top dogs in this group.
See, the question is when they come against Spain, are they going to be able to beat Spain? Spain's got some tremendous talent up top as well, and I just don't know if Croatia's defence will be able to deal with it.
We'll see.
Only time will tell, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we move on to Group A. This group, it's another difficult one, isn't it? Belgium, Italy, Republic of Ireland, and Sweden. That is that might be the group of death.
That is certainly the group of death. Like Belgium and Italy play tonight. Yeah, they play tonight, and that's going to be a tough game. I mean, Belgium have got great players like Lukaku, Morales, Roger Nainggolan, but Italy, it's the same again. Italy have got some class players, but I reckon Belgium are going to come out on top on that.
Yeah, a lot of the Italians are aging a little bit now, aren't they? There's obviously quite a bit of talent still left in there because they're a great nation, but I think Belgium will just edge that. See, the thing with Sweden is that Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who always seems to put them through.
I mean, Ibra is a god in it, especially in talks coming to United. That should be good. But Ibra's just world class in it.
Yeah, absolute top class. Republic of Ireland, they've got some good players. They're definitely dangerous on the day. Could cause an upset. I think easily if they actually are on full form. So it's a very difficult group, this one. I don't even know if I can predict it.
My predictions: Belgium top in the group, Sweden coming second. I reckon Italy and Republic of Ireland are going to go out. In Ireland they've got Shane Long, he's on form, but I don't know. I reckon Sweden are going to edge it and come through second.
I've got. It might be. I think it's similar to yours. I think I've got Belgium, Sweden, Italy, and Republic of Ireland. But you just never know, do you, with what's happened this season? So far, season of upsets, isn't it? So we'll have to just see about that one.
The final group, Group F, Austria. Well, top of the table. They've not played. No one's played any games in this yet. But it's one of them again. It's not a tough group, but I reckon Portugal are in it. So I reckon it's Austria, Hungary, Iceland, and Portugal. I reckon Portugal's going to pull through the top, but Austria have got some difficult players. David Alaba, Arnautovic. What's your predictions on this, Cora?
Austria's actually got quite a few good players, to be honest, but when you got Ronaldo, you know, different class, innit? So it's not really a tough group. I think Portugal are going to top it. I think probably Austria getting second in the group. Iceland, can't really see him doing much, can you?
Bottom in the group for Iceland is.
Sigurdsson play.
Yeah, but you know, you need a team to win, don't you?
Yeah. It's really a tough one to predict this in terms of who's going to finish first and second, because Austria have, I'd say, probably a better defence than Portugal, but Portugal have the better attack, so just have to see how this one goes. Yeah, I'd say Portugal are going to finish it first. So.
Do you think Portugal will go through to the semis? I think
Yeah.
they'll get through. I think they'll get through.
I can't really see them getting that far. I can see them getting through the group and then, depending on who they get, probably getting knocked out. But Hungary, I can't even see them getting a point in this group. I don't really know, actually. It's out them and Iceland, innit? When they play each other, it's whichever. It's 50-50, that one. So Portugal first, Austria second, probably. Hungary third.
I'm agreeing with that.
fourth.
100%, yeah.
Okay, so final prediction time. What are you reckoning, Thomas?
Well, I don't know with the things we've said about the groups. I reckon it's going to be a tough one this year. With England having a good young squad as well, I reckon we're going to get pretty fat. But
It's always the case with England though, because every time we go into a tournament, we say it's a good young squad, and then by the next tournament, it's another good young squad. And the players, we're always renewing our players, and because we hype talent up too much, and then they end up flopping, and then so we need to just stay a bit humble.
Is it just me, or I think this time round, I don't sense from what I've read, and tapping into local people, I don't think there's a lot of hype around England. Am I right?
Yeah.
I feel like on previous occasions, there's been massive hype, and I feel like it's a lot more tempered this time. I don't know whether there's other things going on politically, or in Britain at the moment we've got the whole focus on the EU referendum and other things going on. What do you think? Do you think we've calmed down our hype because we haven't done anything, haven't achieved anything yet, or do you think it's the hype has gone down because we are expected to win?
Well, in my opinion, it's mostly down to the other teams that are in it. Look at Belgium's squad now compared to previous tournaments. There's so many good squads this year that, it's not really likely that England are going to do much after the group. I think we'll go through the group, but because we've got so much youth in there, I think that's why not many people are getting too hyped up. I don't know, it's a hard one because it could come off. We could get further than normal, but I can't see it happening, to be honest.
yeah, to touch on what Cyrus said about about the hope and stuff like that, I don't think we've been hyped up that many years, like for winning something because we've got a good squad. It just never happens. So we've calmed down a bit. The fans, cheer on England as you do because it's your own country, innit, and just see what happens. Like like the underdogs with Leicester this Premier League this season. So you just hope and wait.
Yeah, I think the problem with England is the amount of new players we put in the squad every tournament. Look at this one. Who we got? Vardy was in the last squad. Eric Dyer, Dele Alli, Marcus Rashford. And I think there's 4 I've just named right off the top of my head that was in the last squad. Okay,
so if either of you was given the job, okay, let's just say something happens to the manager, something happens to poor Roy, and injures his leg and his mouth, etc. And he can't give instructions and orders to his team, right? One of you has to step in, and you get to, okay, this is really hypothetical, you can change the entire squad. What would you do that you think needs doing to win this tournament or any tournament?
My opinion, I would just pick the strongest squad, basically. Going off what's happened this Premier League season, I'd just pick the strongest squad.
I'd probably play 4-4-2, similar to how Leicester have been playing. I'd play two up top in Kane and Vardy. I think Kane's got good hold-up play, and Vardy likes to run in behind. So with Kane doing that, maybe he can play some balls over the top of that. Maybe even Rooney up front with Vardy.
Well, I've got a different opinion on that, Corey. I'm thinking Marcus Rashford and Vardy up front, just because Rashford, I know he's young yet, but I reckon we should start starting him more, because I reckon he's one of them. He can impact in a game, just a click of a finger like that.
I see where you're coming from, because he is fearless. He's an excellent player, but I feel like maybe on the big occasion it might get to him a little bit. So I feel with Rooney's experience, it's a hard one to leave Kane out and put Rooney in, and it might seem like a silly decision, but Rooney's just got an amazing pass, and I feel if he was up front with Vardy running behind, then I feel like it could work out.
What do you think about the midfield? I reckon we'll go with a strong midfield with Dyer in centre.
Yeah, maybe Eric Dyer. I think it sounds silly, but I think Jack Wilshere,
Eric Dyer. Could work out.
I think he's our best player at turning defence to attack in midfield. But 100%. Then you've got Dele Alli as well, who has played at times on the left for Tottenham and has done very well. So maybe we could play him on the left. On the right, I'm really not sure. To be honest,
looking right there, but I definitely wouldn't start Sterling. He had a bad game last game against Russia. He was just running into nowhere, and we're not giving the ball, and he's useless. He's useless.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe James Milner on the right, but we haven't really got that many options out there, have we?
Is that a problem, you think? We don't have enough good players?
I don't think it's a fact of having enough good players. I think it's about putting people in the right position and stuff like that, and it could cost us, especially on the right wing there.
I think it's the fact that we don't have the type of players Germany do, and like Belgium are getting and all this, and Spain. I think it's down.
So, there's someone who doesn't follow football as much as you guys. Why don't we have players like Germany and Belgium and Iniesta and Ronaldo? How do you make players like that?
I think the talent's definitely there. I think English football at the moment's too invested in buying players that are already the full package, as opposed to bringing them through the academy and letting them flourish and have some first team football. I think that's what we've done with Rashford this year, for example, Manchester United, and it's worked out, hasn't it? Let's be honest, towards the end of the season. Yeah,
I totally agree. But when you've got likes of Manchester City buying Sterling from Liverpool for about 60 million, it doesn't help, does it? He was only young at the time, It don't help buying players for that much, because then they can, they've got a bit of a big head, then aren't they, thinking, I'm been bought for like 60 million and I'm world class now, apparently. But that's not the case, It's
crazy. I'm glad you brought up the crazy money. Another thing that many people feel is that, especially about the England football team, they're spoilt. There's a lot of money spent on players in England. Do they have the hunger? Leicester City proved to you hunger can. I'm not saying it was hunger alone. Obviously, it was talent and skill, etc. Many things, but many people feel that it was hunger that got them this miracle, this championship, winning the league. Do you think that's lacking in our English players? Are they too... You often hear this in previous tournaments, they're staying at 5-star resort and they're having this facilities and this facilities. Is the hunger not there to win the World Cup again, the Euros again?
I think money in English football has been a problem for a while, hasn't it? Ticket prices, if you look, price of a season ticket in England, some of them are like £700. If you go to Spain, they're like £100 or something. So even at the best clubs like Barcelona and Real Madrid, so I feel like money's a problem on the whole. The players are spoiled, get paid way too much, don't they? But I think if they love the country, it shouldn't really affect them, but for some reason it does.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? Like, stupid money for ticket price, especially when the little kids who can't, children who can't afford it, who want to go to watch matches, it's a big problem. So I reckon they should cut down on the money a bit, because it's not football anymore. It's just all invested in money, and it's not good, really.
I think club owners are using it more as a business, as opposed to actually like what the fans see it as, which is a lot of them. It's just a life, isn't it? And it's the reason they go to watch football because it takes them to a different place, and they've been going there since they was younger. But owners are coming in, mainly American owners now, and just exploiting it, I think.
So guys, your predictions for who will lift the crown, not the crown, the cup, that big golden metal thing. I know football-ish, I'm thinking Jules Rimet, that's World Cup though. So okay, so the Euro version, who do you think will win?
My predictions, I'm going for Germany.
In a nutshell, I think Germany and Belgium final. It's a tough one. I think Spain or France could get as well, but I feel like it's going to be Germany and Belgium. I think Germany will top that one, but I'll probably look at this prediction in 2 months' time and laugh.
Yeah, well, I think Germany are going to win it, but in the final, I know you might laugh at me for this, but I reckon England are going to get in the final. I've got hope in our nation.
Already laughing.
Yeah, Germany and England, but Germany are going to pull out on top, yeah.
That's the hype we was talking about.
The hype's alive in some people.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Really pleased. You heard it here first. Our predictions are that slight chance England lifting it, but you're thinking Germany's year?
Yeah, Germany's
year, yeah.
You're thinking 2016 could be Germany's year?
Yeah.
Okay, lads. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to our listeners all about your predictions, your ideas. And I think, it's something our listeners will really enjoy.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
And, once the the Euros is over, I'm going forward in time. Once the Euros is over, feel free to come back and maybe even do, post-mortem?
Yeah.
100%.
You've been listening to Awaz Community Radio. Thank you for listening. Our contact details for feedback are our number 0161 839 9817. We're on Facebook, just type in Awaz Community Radio, or tweet us at Awaz Radio 122. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to cheer on your home team for the Euros. Bye for now.